We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in Santa Clara, California. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Budda Baker with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. Powers, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the from deep in the end zone. He's going to bring this out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage.
Touchdown! George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Play action. Now Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 55 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. McCaffrey. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. In motion right, Campbell. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Flushed out right. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 9. Now Murray again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man here is Benson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Murray. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On second down, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, a run with Benson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 30. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the gun, Murray sliding out of the... Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start first and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They go play action here. Purdy eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. There he goes, left side. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Murray now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run with Benson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Purdy off the play fake. Out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go.
There he goes, right side. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.